First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
On the play.
Second and 10.
And 10. At the 21-yard line.
Back is Wentz. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It's going to be first and goal.
And the Vikings.
17 yards on the game, and now they've got first and goal.
Go. Back, please.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter as they go to work on first and goal.
Here we go.
Mason. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here we go. What is that?
Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has two more shots at the end zone.
That is caught by the tight end. Good Oliver. Touchdown, Minnesota.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Vikings move out on top, 14-0. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there to still get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warner from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. They'll run it. This is Scott. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. Second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
Jordan Battle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Bengals' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and 1.
A run. And here's Mason. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Vikings. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. Could get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Browning from the gun, moving outside the pocket, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating out of the gun, it's Browning. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down